Alright, for anybody that wants to animate something like this, have in your map, um, you know, we basically got to make some bones. It's like we got an armature, which is a bone, and we move the bone. Now, like on a human, normally the bone starts at the pelvis. So if I were to say that's the pelvis there, let's put these bones so we can see them and put the name on it too. So we'll just say that's that deer's pelvis. And now to make more bones, just go to edit mode. You can use G on the keyboard, and E to make new ones. And if you're in a perfectly side view, as we are, let's go back. It'll only make the bones like left to right or up and down. It won't go back in the background or the foreground. See, this bone here, whatever the head does, whatever this bone does, the head will do. But not until you tell the mesh of the deer what bone affects what area. But that's easy to do too. I'll show you how to do that. Let's move this here, there. Now if you look close, I'm gonna go to this bone here. I'll go to the front view. I'm gonna go up. That'd be like a shoulder or a collarbone or something. And then I'll go to there. I guess there's a kneecap there. I'm assuming. Are these damn things bent? No, these things don't bend like a human foot, I don't think. Maybe they do. I don't know. I'm not an expert at deer. Perhaps I'd him do that. I got too many. I didn't mean to do that. I had two of those balls selected, so it made two bones. No, you're a little crooked, ain't it? So this will go to the tail. Yep. And then this will be its hind legs. Yeah. Now, learning to animate good, now that's not even something I know how to do. Uh, takes 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 work. So I ended up with extra bones I didn't need. They ain't got two tails. It's not one of them fall out cows. I forgot what they call them things. Alright, so now we'll go to make the back legs. Oops, I messed up again. E, man, E. I think maybe that should go there. Yeah. Yep. Something like that. Does that bend too? I reckon it does. Boy, that's that's about crooked. That'll be alright. Save our file. Oh, you know what? We can make his ear wiggle, I reckon. Alright, we'll save our file. Now we will pick the object here. I'll pick the object and I'll hold shift and I'll pick the bones. And then I'll right click and I'll say parent. And hopefully, oh doggone, that's a first. Automatic weights worked. So now what you do, you pick the bones, you go to pose mode. Now you can move the bones and it'll move the deer. You know, whatever you move. I'm surprised it did it automatically. That means I didn't have to do much of anything. Woo! So, no, that'll have to be fixed. So basically, once you can go back to object mode. You can pick the deer, and then you here in your vertex group, which is down here where the green thingy is. You'll go to, well, with the deer selected, you go to weight paint mode. Now you got these bone names, and if you don't remember, when you're in object mode and you pick the bones, you got this running man that's green you can select, and you can say show names or show in front, which shows the bones. You know, basically it'll see through whatever it is so you can see the bones. It's hard to animate them if you can't see them. Not without like an external rig that's assigned to different bones to animate them, which I'm not really, can't tell you how to do that. Don't know really well yet. So pick your deer if you got your bones where you can see them, and you need to see the names of the bones unless you take the time to rename every single one and you remember what they are. Pick the deer, go to weight paint. Now find the bone, like this one's number 29. It's going to be over here in the green thing. Go to number 29 and Yeah, don't think these things are in order or nothing. So this is where it affects this. So if this moves, this shows you red moves 100% moves, blue does not move at all, and everything in between is a gradient. So you don't want the antler to move, so what you'll do is change the weight paint to 0. It one it's red, it 0 it's blue. You also can have the amount of strength. So if you want to just do a little bit of blue, or if you want to do all blue, or if you just want to do it this way where you just say, nah, I want to just manually move this thing, or a little mixture of both, you got that option. But in this case, we know we're not moving any of those antlers when that ear moves. So also you can go to your brush and say uncheck front faces only. That way it gets everything inside if there's anything inside, but you still have to go sometimes to the back to touch here and there. You can hold F on the keyboard to change your brush size without having to keep going back up here. I don't know what the hotkey is for the weight or strength. I'm sure there's one, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if I said already, I didn't make this model. I got it online. I forgot where I got it. It came from Sketchfab. It might have came from Turbo Squid, a free download. Which if it's Sketchfab and free, I have to figure out who it is and make a link. So because I think what it says, you can download stuff for free, but they just ask that you give them some kind of credit, which ain't a problem, you know. It'd be only the right thing to do. But so now you see we're at bone 31. Now, anytime you want to check what you're doing, you can. I'll show you. Let me get this one done, and then we'll go back and I'll show you. And if you mess up and you hit that, you can hit Control Z. Also, a handy thing is to use blur. Blur can blur a better gradient so things transition better. I gotta, 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, get my keyboard back here, and here we go. So like I said, anytime you're ready to check anything, just go. I don't think you can just go from here to back to pose mode from weight paint. I would like to know how to do it if you can, because I have to go back to the object mode, then pick the bone, and go to pose mode. Oh, keep in mind too, if you haven't painted anything, if you haven't like done the, well, it was done automatically. All we're doing is making a correction. But if you ever had to manually do all that painting for all the bones, and you just do the arm, nothing else has been done, it will act really crazy until all of them in an area is done. So it doesn't know, exactly what to. Now you see that? Does it see that up there? We didn't quite paint all that. See, we still got a little, and it could be too because that's somewhat. We'd have to tell this thing not to affect this, because it could be that this is just simply, we'll call it blending into this one's movement. It does kind of look weird, don't it? So we'll go back to object mode, or pick the bone, or I'm sorry, go back to pick the object, go to weight paint. And let's do bone 30. See what I'm talking about? See how bone 30 is also influencing this, and how this is kind of influencing this too, a little. So that's why, yeah. But you don't want 30 to, well, you would want 30 to move the whole thing if it was like the head bone, but it's not. It's just like something from here to there. So we're going to pick this, and then we're going to do the same thing like we did with the ear. Now, there's not a lot I'm going to do today. It's late over here. It's about midnight. And I'm tired. If I go to bed too late, I'll not want to do nothing tomorrow. $28. I'd like to get me a bigger tablet, one of them Wacom tablets. I got a small one. It's for drawing with like a pencil. You can do that in Blender. It's also cool to sculpt with it, the sculpting tool in Blender. I would rather have one of the ones that you can look at the actual screen on the tablet. The one I got, if you draw on it, you don't see anything on it. You have to look at the TV. And that is what, or your monitor, that is what is confusing for me, because I'm used to looking on the paper when I draw to see where the pencil is. It's just weird if you ain't used to it. Because you have to wait till the feedback appears on your TV instead of seeing it like right away on the paper. And I'm also not crazy about the way the touch sensitivity is. Now, maybe it's just this one, or maybe it's the program GIMP that I'm not crazy about. It's pressure sensitivity. They make better. They make good ones. They make some that register if the damn pencil is sideways or not, like if you're holding it at an angle. Mine does not do that. Hell, mine doesn't even have an eraser. Alright, let's rotate this bone, and you're still moving that, so that means that's still connected with the damn ear. Weight paint. I don't see anything. Oh, I ain't got 29 picked, but I still don't see any. Well, yeah, there was a dot here and there, just a small smidget. Not enough that I think it should have mattered. And the head bone ain't done yet, so it could be affecting it also. But I am just going, there's a little bit there. So it's kind of hard to get all these. Yeah, there was a little bit. I don't make it easy to get these little spots. That's just aggravating there now. I know, don't give me no damn spacing. fall off. I just don't want to paint that shit. Maybe the lighting? Hell, who knows. Let's go to the head bone. All we're going to do is just a couple more. I just wanted to bend his head down like it's eaten or something. Yeah, see, the head's also areas. This is probably what it was. The head up here is also influencing. Well, the head's supposed to, because where the head goes, the antlers go. So these antlers need to be 100% red for the head bone. Don't they? Or do they? Shit. I guess, yeah, they do. We'll find out in a minute. But see, everything's parented and to one another, so shit, I'm not sure. Let's just do a quick test and see. Go to pose, mode, and move the head. Oh, see, those are already moving the antlers, so that's just shit, just annoying me right there. Maybe I can, damn. Just damn. Maybe I need to put a damn, maybe there needs to be a bone in there. I mean, I can just, I don't know. This is irritating me. Not a lot, but enough that I'm like regretting working on this thing now. Somewhat. Alright, ham, finally. Now I gotta do that one. Jeez. I had to get very far away is what I had to do. Far away. See, that got it. It could have something to do with the fall off, the way the fall off was set. I haven't fooled with the fall off, to be honest with you. So, I don't know what is the best fallout setting for getting the results I want. Fallout meaning, or fall off, not fallout. Fall off meaning the way the gradient of the affected area transitions. No, that's damn. I ain't worrying about it no more. That's close enough. Yeah, that's gonna be funny. Alright, let's see. Let's check this number 4. Now, I don't have to really check much of this because it did the automatic thing. I just want to just double check the neck's not got any funny So that's number 4. Alright, see, that's the problem. See, that's not extending into the head at all. See, so yes, I just basically repainted 4. So that now 4 should affect the head where that messed up spot is. But will it? We'll find out. That's a shitty. That's not good. It's not good at all. Bone shouldn't be affecting that much. I hate the way this is cut. I shouldn't have did that shit like that. Oh well. That helped it though. Look, it fixed it. Except for that. That's number 5. So number 5. Number 5. Where are you? That's in my sculpt mode. There you go. This number 5. Well, it's a little better. I think we good to go. So we'll save it. And I guess I could just email this email. I mean, I guess I could just post a deer like it is with these bones currently. Ooh, that shit ain't right. Hey. So we want to animate it. I can take these numbers off now. There we go. We don't need those names. And actually, you can display as little sticks if you want to. Or blocks or whatever that is. Or wires. It's up to you. How you want them to display. I think I like this. So we'll turn on auto key. So this animation, this deer will be 250, let's see, 60 frames a second, 6, 12, 18, 20. So it's only 4 seconds, so we'll do like 500 frames. So his head's down for a while, so just remember, when you animate, be in pose mode, you gotta select the bones in object mode, and go to pose mode, and then the bone you want to animate. Just remember, if you go to frame 100 and something and you rotate it a little, that's going to be the first frame. It's not going to start back there where you actually started at, because there's no data at the beginning. So you'd have to go to the beginning and say, put a frame there, so then it frame this frame, you know, do that. But he's going to be kind of just, you know, maybe same thing with rotate. You know, if you rotate, and I'm hitting R to rotate, and like then X, Y, or Z depending on the axis. So same thing with rotate. I haven't rotated anything yet. I just started at 143. If I wanted it to rotate from something to that, I would have to, well, I lied, apparently. Shit, I was wrong. I thought I had to do that too for this. Let's work out. It'll be fine like it is. Alright. You know, them little bugs fly around the ear and they wiggle their ear real quick to, you know, get the bug to leave. But we gotta put this at animations at 24 frames a second. So I locked my game to 60, so I'd rather my animations be at 60. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, little ear moves. You just kind of grazing there. Alright, this is your timeline here. Every bone you pick will have different keyframes for it. Now I guess what the important thing is if you want this thing to restart where it ended, like you want it to loop, then you'd have to make the last frame whatever the first frame is for the bones that you want to be in the same place when they get to the end. Like, for example, this bone here is eventually going to go up, but for now it's kind of like this. So what I'll do is put the cursor over the keyframe, which is the little yellow dots. I'll say copy. I'll go to the very last frame, which is 500, and I'll right click in there and just say paste. So if you hit play, it won't have a skip like that just had. See, we didn't do those yet. So you'd have to go to that one, go to the very first frame, copy it to the clipboard, and go to the very last frame. And I just hit Control V to copy. I don't know, some reason like Control C doesn't seem to like want to copy right. I try to like Control C copy things, it just doesn't seem to want to work for me. So this ear, now you don't have to go to the last frame. See, this ear doesn't start moving till like here to here. So just as long as you get this one. Now that time it worked when I hit Control C. See what I mean? Yeah. You know, at some point he's gonna look up, but right now he's just, you know, Looking for something to nibble on, I reckon. Looking for a meal. Maybe right around here. Now, since I'm going to move this not until now, what I'm going to do is go back to like here, just so that I can move it just a little tick. So that I can go here and say, go up real quick. So the whole time it's down here, all of a sudden it'll go. Maybe I could do that a little quicker. Just move it closer. Yep. Now, I haven't studied deer to know how the neck's supposed to do. It does look deformed right there. Oh me, oh me. I'm sure the thing probably positions this part of his body when he, he probably does something like, he's probably like this when he's, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't work at a zoo. I don't work on a farm, and I don't hunt, so I don't really study them. But from a long way away, it's just something to add in the background. Oh yeah, maybe his hind leg at some point just. You can do like that. You can always go use your thing here for a guide for your ground. I don't think them things do like, I think they do like, I don't even know. I don't think them things bend at all, but just a subtle movement. Maybe his little tail's wagging. Maybe the fly flying around his behind and he's trying to swat it away. I don't know. Damn, I don't even know how these things wiggle. They go up and down or they go sideways. I couldn't tell you. Maybe it does like that. Maybe it does like that. Or like that. I don't know. I ain't never really looked at a tail of a deer to know. Yeah, I don't know about that. Just delete those. Actually, I want that foot to just move and stay where it moved too. I don't want it to go back. And it just looks weird. If you move your foot and take a kind of a little step back, you just kind of leave it where you put it. You don't go back and say, oh, you know what, let me put it back in the front. Let me put it back where I had it. That's what I think, anyway. Now you're going to look up real quick. They're probably going to straighten his neck up, I would think. Ooh, damn, that was all messed up. Control Z, my friend. Too fast. We need to go more. I don't know. Let's see. That don't look right. All right, we're getting there. We have nothing there? Okay, we'll go back to eating. Let's see. I'm going to select all the bones and I'm going to move this back so they all are a little slower. Or, I mean, act a little sooner. I kind of need a little more time to transition back down to the ground. So that one's got to be copied. But we don't want it to go from here down while he's looking, so we're going to copy this one and paste it here. So that bar means nothing's changing between there and there. It's the same keyframe. And I think we got us an animation. Well, it's not great. It's not terrible. It's just background scenery. Well, if someone with a lot of time could probably make it look like he's breathing, put some bones in there, make it like he's, you know, or take the extra time to like make the eyes and all that stuff. So you can do anything if you really got the time to do it. Let's save our file. We've done a considerable amount. We sure would not want to have to do all that over. Alright, let's export him. So basically, deer, deer is the texture. So let's export him into the level, export collider. And the level that he's going in, let's stick a folder, make a folder in here for deer. Alright, that's where he goes. Now I need to stick a material in there now. Now I did copy the material, or should have copied the material into the folder. But we got to go to the level that we've just put him in. There we go. Art deer. Yeah, see, it put the material deer.dds. So we're just going to put this main.material in here. And we're just going to color maps deer.dds. And the texture is just deer. I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's what I put. And just a tip, if you copy and paste, you know, you won't misspell it. And if you do like me, I get in the habit of make all my textures all lowercase all the time. So I never have to wonder, did I use a damn capital letter there? How about I just get everything else organized? Be alright, I think. Now, I mean, you can make a collision mesh for them, but I mean, it's not going to animate. You could, though, if you wanted to, but I'm not worrying about that. I will when I make a mod out of it, though. It'll have a, you know, be something you can hit with the car, but it'll be a zombie deer. You know, it won't be a nice deer. Let's load our level and see if he works. Make sure I save the material file. And let's give it a try, and then I'll be off to sleep. I'm tired. Actually, I was going to play a little Spider-Man. I just can't quite get into that game. I guess I've never been a Spider-Man fan. I need to make a damn good Superman game, I think. Maybe in the next generation of game console, maybe by PS6. Around then we'll have better technology. PCs will be far ahead of them by then. I mean, they're already ahead of them. I mean, you know what I mean. PCs should be able to do a good Superman game. By then, Unreal 5 will be running good. It don't run good now. It looks good, but don't run good. Not unless you cut back a lot. I don't know. I think Unreal 5 is definitely going to look great. I just question at what cost. Maybe need a CPU and GPU a year away from here. Maybe but yeah, maybe another year. Let's find a wooded area. Where's our deer going to be grazing at? He's probably back here grazing. What do you think? What happened to my... Damn, that was weird. Asset browser. Deer. And... Deer. Oh shit. I made a terrible mistake. Anybody want to guess what I did not do? That damn show does look like a zombie deer with that damn stretched head. Somebody didn't set the origin to the bones, to the 3D cursor. So that's why that is all messed up. Maybe we can hide that neck with a rock. What do you say? I had to look at it again. Did I? Maybe it is bent like that. I didn't think it was. Yeah, look where the bones are. Look at where the deer is. Like, let's pick the deer. Now, what do you see here? That little orange dot. That is where the deer's origin is. Now, look where the bone's origin is. It's back here. See that little dot there? It's not at the same place. And I have a feeling if I set the origin now, it's going to really screw it up. I may could just pick the deer. It might be easier to just move the damn 3D cursor to there and try to set the deer to that point. I don't know. Let's try it. See. Let's try this first. Set origin 3D cursor. Now that's the first step. Apply. Oh shit, I got damn auto key still on. Apply all transforms. Maybe it will work. You never know with these things. Let's re-export him. Hopefully it'll fix it. Is that the right place? Yes. Oh, we can fix that. That ain't no problem. Yeah, we fixed it. Yeah, you can make them bigger or smaller, however you want to make it. I don't like that damn neck. I told y'all that neck was going to be messed up, though. You already knew that. But it adds a little bit of liveliness to the thing. Maybe there's a little fly flying around his behind. Well, no, we ain't got his tail wagging. It looks like I didn't do something with that leg. It looks like it snapped real quick. See it go snap. Yep, see that? I got an eye for that shit. Yep, I didn't do something right there, so let's fix that. We don't want no leg looking like that. Pose mode. So it goes from that to that to where? Oh, from that to that. But not back to that. You know what I mean? So copy. Oh, I know. That's because I said, well, it shouldn't go back there and then go back up there, but hell, it's got to reset. I mean, I thought I just pasted that. I guess I didn't. Maybe I'll just damn do that. That'll work, folks. Maybe we could put one little quick wag in there. I think they go up and down. It's like a squirrel when it's like, here's something real quick. Or what does that? I know dogs' ears do. Oh, gotta turn this. Oh shit. Alrighty, think we're done. That neck, oh my goodness, that's all crazy. You know. Oh, that's a big ass deer. I forgot I made that grass really big when I was messing around with this. All this don't belong here. This is just something I made for a video. Just messing around. Yep. And I gotta fix all that later. I ain't doing it now though. Oh, I forgot about our little creek here. I guess the damn thing could be over here, couldn't he? Oh, let me fix that grass too. That grass is wrong because I had modified it. Long grass is what it's called. Yeah, I gotta just fix this. Guess he kind of needs to be putting his nose in something. Let's move a car here. We need to get some scale. We had to have some scale so we know how. That's a big son of a gun right there. A big deer. Actually, probably. I'd say until I fix that neck, I probably ought to hide him. He's looking for some trout. Who knows? Maybe you got another couple of them back over here on the hill, in the woods. It's gonna kind of look funny when they all moving their heads around like that at the same time. Yeah, now I want two in the same place, the exact same thing, and I don't feel like at the moment reanimating the thing to do something different. I do need to fix this real quick before I forget again. So you can see that custom decal there. I'll share them tomorrow. I meant to do that today, so y'all have these normals that you can drag over your terrain, give it more, so instead of just that, you got, something different. It helps. Makes it look better, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna have to fix all this back tomorrow. Messed it all up just to make a quick little video. Yeah, that'll all get fixed tomorrow. So I think we'll just leave it. We'll just maybe put one deer back here. Just so you don't see them both at the same time, because then it'll be like looking weird. You have one that's, or you have them both looking like doing the exact same thing at the exact same time. I think that grass was larger before I messed it up. Well, I'm not sure. Well, that decal don't go there. The right decal. I haven't done anything back here. Nothing yet. I'm missing stuff here too. I must have like forgot about that. I don't know. Goddamn. I thought I'd done more to this track than I have. I should have feathered that down the ends. Well, I'm not gonna spend all day fooling with that little bit of dirt there. I just wanted to just make a quick video as kind of just driving through and kind of just look over, oh, look at the animal, you know, real quickly. And then I'll share the link for this deer if anybody wants to stick it on their track. But just remember, that neck will be fixed eventually. Eventually.